So a lot of tea is being spilled, and it's crazy because I'm sorry. Mr. Love is apparently not living up to his name. That's why I call him Diddy. Okay, because uh, like I didn't when I think of him, I don't think of like love. I feel like that's the impression he want everybody to feel. True enough, people can change. And I'm just speaking my own thoughts, opinion on some of the things that have been coming out against the whole Cassie, P. Diddy, or whatever situation. Okay, so I don't know, like it's like we going down a rabbit hole because I've been knowing a lot about conspiracy theories and stuff that you hear about Hollywood, things going on in Hollywood. But the fact that this stuff is coming out to the masses, like in the open, is like shocking to me. Because like normally the special groups can keep a hold of what comes out, who's getting tarnished, whose name is being, I don't know, shattered, if that makes sense. So the fact that this is coming out and he has such a high rank in the infrastructure, allegedly. I mean, he seems like he's pretty much top of the food chain when it comes to his pool and his limelight, his money, who he knows. It's like, who is throwing him to the wolves? Like, it's sad, but like some point or another, when they don't have any use for you, they kind of throw you to the wolves. Because the fact that Cassie was even able to like go forward with all these allegations and all this come forward is crazy. Now, true enough, they said the stuff that happened on the island is still being under investigation, and it's a lot of celebrities, names, and companies that are on that island as far as where there's supposed to be allegedly a child ring or something going on over there, which is weird, which has nothing to do with this topic. But in the music industry, I've heard for a long time that sometimes women have been used for what? Play toys? Like, I don't really know how to describe it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And or they had to do something to get to the top. I really kind of overlooked that, and I always never took it really seriously until now. Now I'm like, what? This stuff is for real. Like, they're saying that this girl, the whole time we thought that was his girlfriend, his joy. And it made me wonder, like, about J-Lo. Like, why did they get rid of J-Lo? Was she just not popping to be passed around and dropped off, or she just wasn't taking it? Like, you got me fudged up, get me out of here. Like, because the next thing was he went to Cassie. Because I'm trying to think of all the relationships that I know Diddy to have, and I haven't known him to have many. Because even Kim Porter, I never really seen them together until after they had broken up. And then it was like, talk about Kim Porter. We got Kim Porter. I know about Cassie. I know about Miami. I don't really know about anybody, J-Lo, anybody else that he's publicly dated. So he was with Cassie for like 10 years. And some people saying that his song or something was about her. Something on his song, like, Gotta Move On. I'm sorry, because Cassie's husband was supposed to have responded to the song, because I didn't think the song was about Cassie, because I thought it was about, he said he had a love in college, who I don't know who that is, but they said like she dodged him and he was like running in the street for her and stuff. He announced that on Young Miami show and said that that's what his song was kind of about, and that really took him kind of hard, but the woman was married and stuff like that. And I guess because Cassie is supposed to be married with kids, like they thought it was Cassie. But to me, I didn't think it was Cassie, because he was talking about it happened in college. And I know he is not in the same bracket of college that Cassie was in. So I was thinking it was some other woman, which I'm yet to know who that is, because I could only imagine what she had to endure. Now I'm just talking hypothetically, but the Cassie story is coming out like she was really alive. Like, what is it? Elf Me Girl? And it's not funny. Like, this caption was already pre-made. I just reused it. Now, look. I love the fact that she's not ashamed of that. Because there's nothing to be ashamed of. It's not like she said, sign me up and I'll do your dirty work. However, she did stay in it longer. And a lot of people would assume that it's because she wanted to, because of all the benefits and perks. But now we found out that she had tried to leave. And I'm sure that wasn't even the first time. And, you know, she even tried to get other people involved, and people's car blew up. Like, even the threat of it blowing up, that's crazy, right? But the fact that it actually blew up, I know you mother freaking lying. Let somebody blow up my car. Baby, I'm going to have 3 cars. 3 mother freaking cars. But the fact, I don't even know if homeboy would have pressed charges or even came after that. Because obviously he probably would have knew. But that just let you know how high up he may be entangled in the industry, because nobody came. Well, I don't know if he got his refund on his car, new car. He probably didn't. I feel like he left Cassie alone, as most people would. And she probably had to go back to Diddy, which is crazy. But I'm just mad because the whole time I thought they was in a full-blown relationship. You mean 10 years of abuse? That's worse than Iketina. That ain't got nothing on Iketina, because I heard that he used to call his relationship like Iketina, Bobby Brown, Bobby Whitney, something to that effect, which is not funny. Because I never saw Ike put hands on Tina, but I feel like he put a lot of strings, and it was rumored that he did, and that's why she left. Which some women would leave for lesser. Just the fact that you're trying to control them, manipulate them, restrict them from going anywhere. But my thing is, she is the idea of what they say go on in the industry. I don't know what they call them, because they've called several women this, and these women have men or husbands or boyfriends in the industry. But I've heard this about a couple female artists. Now, Cassie, I don't feel like was like a mainstream artist, but she was in the music industry. She was pretty. Some of her songs were okay. Some of the songs I didn't really care for, just to be honest. But then they grew on me, because she had one of them sounds that nobody else had. So, I mean, she is an artist, and she actually did a collab recently with Chris Brown and some other guy, and it was nice. It was good to see her back on the music scene, because like I said, she is an artist. And so, with that being said, it's like, I feel played, and I'm mad, because it's like now he has a current girlfriend, Miami, and we see the exact same thing. Like, he pops out when he wants to. He dates other women, has several babies while in a relationship with her. And it makes you wonder, regardless of if it's happened or not, it's like, it's the same thing going on with her. Because I know the time where she had to sign up, baby, if I was going through what Cassie was going through, baby, I would have had to sign up too. Like, don't beat me tonight. I'm sorry, not saying that that's what happened, but it would make more sense if that's what happened. Because like, girl, let me help you hold the motherfucker sign up. if that's what's going on, baby, because goddamn. And a lot of times young Miami has her body out. I never see any bruises or scars, anything like that. But it does seem like sometimes she just be zoned out. but that don't mean that she's being essayed or what is it, DV'd or anything like that. But I mean, he's much bigger than her. He has more what's the name to her, so it wouldn't be unheard of. But I just don't see it happening. Like, I just don't see it like happening right now. But it's like they keep saying that he had hired male P's, but it appears like his girlfriend was a P. Like, he treated Cassie like a P. And that's the crazy part, because it's supposed to be his girl that he pops out with. But it was like he was pimping her. I'm sorry to say that word. Yeah, it's like he was a pimp. Is that why they now if he a pimp, I can call him Mr. Love for being a pimp. But because that sounds fitting now, just to be called love. Like, that don't make sense to me to call him love, because he's full of love. But if he pimping people, women, now that makes more sense, because allegedly he would have her set up with these people online that he met. But the crazy part is, I mean, nobody dumb, right? Nobody's dumb, that dumb, to the fact that these people had masks on, allegedly. So it would only make sense that he was pimping her out to people in the industry that was paying for that vajayjay. And now we have heard in the past that some men run through women. And what other reason to make money is if you have a beautiful, attractive female that dudes want to be with, and she your woman, pimp her out. If that makes sense. So allegedly, P. Diddy is Pimp Daddy Diddy. That's what it's given. Regardless if the allegations are true or not, if they are true, that's what it's given. Because it definitely wasn't no love there. Definitely wasn't no affection. Because even a story came. I'm sorry. I just heard the story about a boob job that he didn't like. And before she was even healed, he made her do it again. And I forgive me for laughing. And the only reason I'm laughing because I be knowing how them boobs be sitting sometime when they get done. And they do be looking a little funny until they drop. So I bet he did. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I bet he was like, I know you motherfucker. But that's part of the healing process. But the fact that he didn't care about how she felt about it and she was still in recovery, I found that to be insensitive. But I do understand what he probably would have seen, because until they drop, they be up in like your throat. Sorry, area. And that does look very weird, especially if you've never seen that before. And I don't know, Kim, I think his previous woman, the twins' mother, that maybe she had a boob job too, but I'm not sure. So, and I think even J-Lo. So if y'all want, and I think Young Miami, I don't know when she got hers, but apparently, if you want to be a boob job, hit your boy up, Diddy. Allegedly, because like he seemed to be paying for jobs, and it's crazy because the doctor. I mean, it seems that the doctor could even be sued, even though that's crazy because the doctor obviously has to be working in the area or for somebody that's in that camp to feel the need, despite his training, to do surgery on somebody that was said not to have to be able to do until 6 months later and do it within the same week, 2 surgeries in the same week. That's crazy to me. And they said it was like a life-threatening procedure and they let him know, but I'm sorry. That's wild what people do for $1. But then too, that's what they also said. They said people that's tapped in to their industry, like they got connects everywhere. even in the hospitals, which is why, like, some people that go to the hospital don't come out or whatever. They got supposed to be having them in the jails and court. Like, it's crazy. But what I'm saying is, I never saw P. Diddy as a pimp. And that's bothering me because that's what pimps do, right? If their chicks want to leave them and not make him money, they leave. I don't know what P. Diddy was doing before he got in the music industry, but he could have been a pimp. Not saying he was. A lot of people that come to the music industry be thugs and gangsters. I found that out. They be about that life, which is beyond me. Like, so you gotta really have thick skin. Cause they say like, okay, it's kind of the money area, but I feel like it's just because of the people, like the energy. Like, people are like stone cold killers. Some of them, all right, and they really done risked it all to get what they want, allegedly. So I don't condone what he was doing, because what the freak? These women were smaller than him. They couldn't defend themselves. And pimping ain't easy, and pimping is not cool with me. Like, but I wonder, because he's not pimping regular women. I don't know what situation was with Kim, but I had heard, like, they said it was some DV allegations there too, which is very sad. And I don't even want to get into that. It's just, this is just disgusting. The only reason I'm talking about Cassie is because it's just like wide open, and she's brought this stuff in allegedly like a 35-page document, which is crazy. But, like I said, these women are beautiful. Obviously, you're not gonna get regular. What do prostitutes normally get? What is it? What is it? Like $40-$50? I don't know what they get. Heck, I don't know. I feel like if you get 4 bodies, well, that's $200. I don't know. I don't freaking know. But maybe more. Maybe I'm in the. No, I'm just playing. Anyway, so I'm just kidding. But it's like, with her being so beautiful, and he made sure she looked a certain way, and maybe that's why he didn't care about her being in pain. He wanted her to have a certain look because he was getting money, allegedly. Not saying he was. Now I look at him like Pimp Daddy Diddy, but hearing the story, that's what it's giving. So I wonder how much he was, because I've heard of people who go to Dubai and they get pooped on, peed on. Allegedly, he may be giving showers. I'm not sure. Golden. But I'm not in the bedroom. But some people that go to Dubai, they said be like millionaires, billionaires there, and they be paying them like 15, 20K just to get pooped and peed on and all that, which is disgusting. And I ain't saying that ain't what she had to endure, but if the people are wearing masks, it only makes sense that it was people that she knew. Because why would a prostitute, I mean, yeah, it's more of alluring, but why would a male P have a mask on while he doing his due? Maybe because of the viciousness of what was taking place. But to me, it's giving me more like these people are paying money to do this, and they just didn't give a dang, and they had money to spend. So I'm wondering how much she made off her punani. Now that's crazy to say, because y'all are wrapped in the story. I'm wrapped in like he was pimping out his alleged girlfriend. Now, and that's pissing me off, because like Lily, I thought they was in a whole relationship. And obviously, if you get pimped out, sorry, I'm for laughing. You obviously are not, you're far from what a relationship would be. Right? And if you're getting called Mr. Love, it's like, are you currently still a pimp? or you just like the name Mr. Love. I don't know. But that's what my concern is right now, because it's like I hear stories about how they pimp women out in the industry. I think Jaguar, right? Because I listen to her sometimes. She has talked about women in the industry being ran through and stuff like that, and I didn't believe it. Like that, she said singers. I believed it to an extent, but I was like, ain't no mother freaking way. Until this moment, it's like, well, if he claimed that was his girlfriend and he treated her like this, damn. I mean, it's like, dang. And and I remember a female that she called. I would have never suspected that female to be like that, but it obviously could be some truth to that, and that's explains a lot to me. And it's so sad what a person would do for $1, because we're not even in foreign countries, because over there some of them treat women like peasants. But the fact that they're obviously doing it in America, it's crazy to me. And it's like they can't do nothing about it. It's like slaves, ex-slaves, if that makes sense. And it's really, I feel like that needs to be stopped. And I am thankful that Cassie was brave enough to come forward with this. But I feel like other people know. And the fact that so many people know how he is, and they break bread with him, either lets me know that they either partook in some of the acts, or they just, I don't know, don't give a dang. Because I feel like everybody know. Like, a lot of people have talked about his parties, his capades. So it's like, y'all have to know that allegedly his girl is getting ran through. Ex-girl. So let's talk about it. So I think that's what pisses me off the most. But it also gives me the fact of, okay, that he treat a man like this, because allegedly they say that Diddy like both, right? Allegedly. And my deal is, I can't see him treating a man like that. But then too, there was a rumor once that one person that he was allegedly fooling with, that he had somebody off that person. So I don't imagine seeing that person getting beat to a pulp. But he did take care of him, I guess, when he was, I don't know, because people, yeah. So that's crazy. And then you hear a story about a young singer. People call this man a slave, like an ex-slave. And this person came out speaking against a certain group of people. The next thing you know, you don't hear from him for a while. And then he's having, episodes like depression and stuff like that. Talking about he can't depend on anybody. Did he get treated like this too? Because I could say no, he wouldn't treat a dude like this, but apparently he might do that, especially a soft-spoken person with a big heart, which is sad. It's sad. And it's so crazy, because I'm sure if you're in a certain group of people and somebody comes and talks about your group, wouldn't they want to pay to bend that person over and do him dirty sexually, put him in crazy positions? So that's wild. I would say the industry is cutthroat. Like, I knew it was cutthroat, and I know it gets more cutthroat than that. But it's like disgusting. And then on top of that, if you're treating women that you're in a relationship with like that, it makes you feel like you have no respect for women. So you obviously have to like a different race of individuals. It just makes it make more sense. So all this whole time, it almost as if like it's a cover up. Because like I said, we thought Cassie was his boo. Now it seemed like Cassie was his P. So if he's treating his women the way they're saying he's treating them, then how's he treating the men? And is he with men? Because I don't know if you know, I've always looked at men and how they treat women. Like if they treat women too crazily, I would think, well, you like men, if that makes sense. So it's really not helping his case of the fact that some of these allegations could be erroneous, even though he's not proven or denied any of these claims, but the claims have came out against him. But it makes sense that it could be some truth to that. And it just goes to show how infiltrated that situation is in that industry, even though I knew it was infiltrated. But it makes more sense because, like I said, that was supposed to be his girl. Supposed to, like, to people looking from the outside, we thought that was his girl, even though, yeah, they had a huge age gap, but we always thought that was his girl. Because why else would you be with somebody for 10 years and they not? So that's crazy. And I just hope that justice is served, people get healing from this, if these allegations and conspiracies and theories have any truth to them. And I feel like anybody who wants to get into the industry, it makes sense of why they say you gotta have tough skin. You gotta have tough skin. And then it also goes to, I never really met his mother until recently. I haven't met his mother, but like, I didn't really know who she was until recently. And he kisses her in the mouth, and she's very, very feminine. But it's like, if you have all this hate and anger towards women, but you're kissing your mama in the mouth, which people do kiss their parents in the mouth. I'm not saying yay or nay, but it's like, and allegedly, she kind of run a show as far as his money and certain moves, they say. Obviously they have somewhat of a great relationship, but it's like, this is how you treat women, but you have a great relationship with your mom. I'm confused. Like, it's giving me mommy issues, but it can't be mommy issues. But then too, I don't know, a lot of people this happens with. You could have a traumatic relationship with your parents growing up, but then when you get older, you able to make your own money. Sometimes they get nicer, if that makes sense, because you have that craving to have the acceptance from your parents, and the parents know that, so they also feed off of that. So I don't know the dynamic of that situation, what could have happened, but I just know things are wild right now. And if there's any truth or validity to any things of these claims, like, it's like heads are going to have to roll. Like, heads will roll, because I don't see people just accepting this forever. You know what I'm saying? But then too, it's like, who can you tell? Like, if people tapped in, it's like, really, who can you tell besides the public? Because you see how fast it traveled through the public. People are talking, even though nobody's confirmed or denied anything. But it's like, we're actually hearing what is going on with Cassie. So I wouldn't be surprised social media be shut down one day, because that would be the only avenue to where this stuff could get out and come to light. Because I feel like people are starting to believe the truth more than ever now, opposed to the BS and the hidden stuff. And I love that for them. And I love that for me, and I love that for people. And I also kind of want to know, like, what liquid courage is Cassie drinking on? But I guess because of age. Like, of course, she's much older, and then she has her children who she obviously loves and cares for her family. So maybe she does this, like, for them. I don't know. But it's a lot to uncover. It's a lot to think about. I'm just sharing what I've thought about recently. Nothing major, nothing whatever. I just thought about it and decided to talk about it. It just is what it is. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about it as well, for sure, down below.